This is tough. It's been a while since I've been so captured by something this fast. Like, it was very surprising. I mean, I'm thoroughly surprised with this series, and I gotta say, I'm hooked. It's definitely got me by the feels. I'm thinking about a lot of stuff, and it's captivating. And today we're talking about Erased, and this isn't new per se, but as we do the series of Manga Spotlight, I started reading this and it's so good. It starts off pretty slow, where it kind of gives you a slice of life vibe, but as you start reading and getting into it, it gets pretty crazy. Like, so far every chapter has ended pretty nuts.
That's nuts!
If this is your first time watching this kind of video, we divide into 3 separate segments: summary, writing, and art style. And we're gonna go ahead and go right into it because as you can see, there's, for this one book, it's pretty thick. So the overall summary is the main character has something that he has dubbed himself Revival. And what happens in Revival is it takes him back a few minutes or so in time, where the objective is he has to avert something. He doesn't know it outright. He doesn't know what it is. But when we jump into the story, he has a general understanding of what this power does. He doesn't really like to do it, and he's pretty reluctant, as you see in the panels, but he's not unfamiliar with it. As the story goes, something pretty tragic happens to where he gets sent back 18 years in the past. Mind you, it starts off by just a couple minutes in the past. 18 years in the past goes crazy, and as you can see, she is pretty prominent in the story, and then this is Homeboy right here. I don't want to give too much because, again, this is just a spotlight, but the story has some mystery, intrigue, and it has these kind of in the beginning it has some slice of life moments. So it's not your shonen where people are doing these insane power stuff. It's pretty grounded, because even in the story they reference Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. So the story is grounded, and I like that. I like that a lot. In regards to the writing, it's solid writing for the most part, based on reality. It's something you can relate to, and I don't want to spoil too much, but how he interacts with his coworker, how he interacts with you as the audience member, which it's not like breaking the fourth wall or anything, but as he's giving you his inside thoughts, it gives you some content that you can be like, I think I've had some similar thoughts before. The first one where he smiles, which is odd, but he has that cliche brooding, I don't smile type, the first time you see him smile, it's actually pretty endearing. It's pretty cool. And as the story unfolds, you see him kind of unlock some emotional barriers that he's put up. And you see why. Again, I'm not trying to say too much, because before the meat of the story where he time travels back, there's a good amount of content there. And again, it's all good stuff. Because I'm used to things blowing up and craziness and fires at the very beginning. This one's very chill. He's actually in his room vibing pretty much. So it takes a little bit to ramp up, but man, when it gets going, it gets going. In terms of the art style, it's kind of like that older style where the eyes are bigger, the faces are more round. It's rare that there's not a scene where there isn't like vibrant activity going on. What I mean by that is there's a lot of sound effects that's written in there, whether they're riding a vehicle or they're trembling. You're like, you can feel yourself being inside that environment, and it's really awesome. The emotions that are drawn with these characters are fantastic. I like it really captures your attention, and it all in all, it's definitely worth a read. I'm not even done with the first like full volume, and I just had to make a video about it. What I'm trying to say is this is definitely worth it. It has all the makings of something that you are going to get hooked to. It has great characters. I like the engaging art style and the environments that are drawn in them, and the writing is just great, honestly. If you are interested, I know this is biased because this is our channel, but I'd recommend checking out Animotion because they definitely have these in stock. Man, the emotions in this book is great. So I'm gonna go and cry now. I'm kidding.